All right, let's try this again. Hopefully that didn't screw my AAA lineup up. It did not. Well, the fucking chat's broken. That's fucking lame, dude. I don't fucking know. Well, I guess chat's broken, or maybe it's fixed. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. Whatever. This shit sucks. Twitch never did this to me. I'm just kidding. There we go. I got you now. Something went through. We may be back. Jim Clark has not been the best. I need him to hit better than 238, but fuck it. I didn't set the training either again. All right. We ball. I think the lineups are all set. Starting to get our core guys in now, finally. I hate that Derek Sennett's going to have such a good year for a rookie pitcher, and he's just going to get absolutely fucked by the goings-ons. Homer Hirschdick is really good. I wish his potential would go up, but it's not going to. Ken Hines has been good in Double-A. DeMarcus Bowe has not been good in Double-A, and Philip Ferguson has been. So, walks per 9 coming through again. And we'll just finish out the last month of the season. Knights missed the playoffs. Barons obviously missed the playoffs. Let's go look at some statistics. Hernandez and Holt will be up next season. I mean, Holt probably... I don't know. I mean, they're just so similar. They're the same player, which is awesome. Oh, man. I did not even notice Esteban Casto was at AAA this whole year, but he had a good year. Had a good year. We got to work on the contact, so I'm actually going to go into training and find him. And actually, yeah, like that's not bad. We'll work on that though. We didn't have anybody here. Gregory was good. Stefan was good. Ferdy was not as good as he was last year, I don't think, but he was still pretty good. So they're probably ready for call up to the majors. Hirschdick, Gregory, Stefan, Ferdy. Start building out the bullpen a little bit. I'm rather impressed with Hernandez and Holt at the top of the lineup. That's two guys they just slide right in and they hit leadoff for us in the bigs. Belcher struggling. I don't know why. Valentine doesn't have a hit in 14 at-bats at AAA. Jim Clark had a pretty good rookie season. He's going to stick in Double-A for another season. Lincoln's getting better. Byers had a good year. He's just not going to develop into anything. And McNally had a good offensive year. That's promising, I guess. I really don't know. I'm just at a loss. It's a struggle because you got to get these guys to perform. We go 39 and 123. Probably don't win any awards, which is garbage. Pete Alonso wins MVP, so MVP is back. Bailey Ober wins the Cy Young. Rafael Devers wins the batting title. Giovanni Moran, that does that. Okay, Josu Briseno, I think that's how I'm going to guess that's how it's pronounced. Well, he went undrafted, so we completely didn't even have a chance at this guy. Or maybe we did, I don't know, but he had 30 homers, which is fine. He had, 29 homers and 91 RBIs. But for our dog, Senate to not even be there is ridiculous. A 104 whip and a 305 ERA. He won basically half of our games. Okay, maybe not half, but you know what I mean. Like, that's ridiculous. Let's look at the counting stats. He's a 90 overall. He started 33 games. He gave up 20. He gave up less than a homer a game. He had 23 quality starts, which means you go 6+ with less than 3 runs. His FIP was 397. I mean, fucking ridiculous that he doesn't get any chance to win Rookie of the Year because he was a monster. He's also getting $23.5 million for the rest of his life. So, whatever. That's really all to talk about. Lineup wise, they sent our guys back down. Belcher and Cordova. Belcher 205 and a homer. Pissing me off. You're almost an 80 overall and you can't Can't do any better than that. I mean, negative half a WAR. Struck out 31% of the time. Isolated power of 102. Probably should have watched his big league debut, but we didn't. Clinton Cordova hit 253 with 5 homers in the bigs. 18% strikeout percentage is pretty good, and an ISO of 217. I mean, these four are going to be in the bigs next year. I would just about bet on it. Orlando, Valentine probably goes back down to, double A or whatever, but we knew this was gonna take a while. Peter Gregory, ready for the bigs. Herstick, ready for the bigs. Stefan and Ferdy, ready for the bigs. They're not like closers or anything. Stefan actually, no, not Stefan. Gregory probably is somebody we would move to closer. But, we need to start doing the drafting thing better. Dodgers win the World Series. And we only lost a couple of players this time, so that's a bonus. We don't have to re-sign a bunch of people. We're not re-signing any of those guys. And so, yeah, now we can lose Holt and Ferdy in the Rule 5 draft pick stuff. So we got to start... now we actually have to start, moving people up, or at least adding them to the 40-man, but moving them up, ideally. Hopefully we get like the number 1 pick this year. That'd be kind of nice. Then we could do whatever we wanted. I feel like we need a couple more pitchers. I mean, we can find some good ones, don't get it wrong, but we we're almost to the point where we could field a whole team full of MLB players, and our best player remains the first player we selected. So, that's kind of tough. Alek Manoah's here for some reason with B potential. Didn't mean to do that. I'm not quite sure how he got here, but it's not like he's helping us win, so that's okay. Let's see who's Rule 5 eligible. Holt, Ferdy, Lance isn't, Clark. Can I sort by this? None of these guys are guys that we have on the... we don't have them on the 40-man, so it doesn't matter. Rivas, in a full season. He played all 162, by the way. He's a monster. Hit 191, 520 OPS, 12 homers, whatever. Peter Herrera, if he can figure out how to hit, Herrera is going to be kind of that guy. McNally, if he ever figures out how to hit, Rivas is not the end all be all, 69 overall. He's not going to get much higher potential wise. Gregory, Herstick, and Stefan. What do you mean? Okay, I can't add him. England, pretty excited about. He's going to be in single A for a year. We need to cut somebody off the 40-man, and that's why we have Joe Random here still. One of the few that we still have. Belcher got added to the 40-man. David Lincoln next year is eligible to be Rule 5, or he is Rule 5 eligible next year. He's coming along fine. He's not the best player in the world. He's just kind of solid. Johnny Lance is on the 40-man. Cordova's on the 40-man. Andrew Chin is, I don't know what the fuck Andrew Chin's going to be. Valentine's going back down to Double A, so we don't have to deal with that. Hernandez is on the 40-man along with Holt. Clark maybe goes up to Double A next year. I don't know. I would like to, or it stays in Double A. Would like to see what he can do. Gwen's already up here. Brian Byers is really the next guy, but he's just not going to get any better. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's the breakdown of the roster. And I'm about to break down. I'm just kidding. Look at that. The Dodgers are reloading. Hey, we finally did it. We finally have the number 1 pick. That's exciting. Rule 5 draft. There's not really anybody. I mean, Ike Irish would probably be the guy I took if I could do it. Or this Juan Cabada guy. Looks like he's pretty good with B potential, but I can't Rule 5 draft. And I better make sure, because I just backed out of it, that we accidentally took people in the Rule 5 draft that we can't have. So, fuck. And I can't get rid of them. Oh well. I will just make sure that they don't play. 41 on the... Yeah, see, fucking stupid ass game. Took too many people. I'll just remove him. Whatever. Jason Dominguez to the Tigers, by the way. We'll stop simulating. How many people are on our team? 85. That's good enough. We're like one starting pitcher short of what we actually need, but that's totally fine. We may get a comp pick finally. It'd be kind of sweet. Belcher at first. Cordova in third. Nathaniel Holt at second over Johnny Lance. Johnny Lance probably... actually, Johnny Lance is better with the gloves, so He will actually play defense, Eli Hernandez. So we have we have 7 hitters at the big league level. Finally, it's been a while to get here. We still only have one pitcher in the rotation. Oh, they called up Homer Hirschtick. Even okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did. We did do that. Where are our other guys at though? Everybody's supposed to be all of our relievers. That is 3 of them. Hirschtick, Gregory, Ferdy. Who are we missing? We're missing somebody, right? I think. Yeah, Stefan. And we'll just find somebody to call up who's on the 40-man roster. Johnny Lewis is up to a 63. That's really good, actually. He was like a 58 or something. Greg Page probably starts in Double-A this year. I'm not sure. Chris Caldwell, we'll start him in Single-A just to be safe. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Sure, why not? Let's see how good old fucking we'll just fucking re-sign Belcher for as long as we can. Sure. The less people I have to re-sign, the better. We do not have 2 valid lineups because I only fixed the right-handed pitching lineup. Yay. Perfect. Let's see what kind of damage we can do in spring training. Oh, oh man. All right, let's get through this. We can get through this. Um, Eli Hernandez had a really good spring. He hit 301 with a couple homers. Nathaniel Holt hit 290 with a homer. I can't really ask for much more than that. Cordova hit 224. I don't think he'd hit third in reality, but Belcher hit 226. If they send him to AAA, I'd be okay with that. Thomas Gwynn hit 260 with 5 homers. Sure. Miguel Ribas hit 4 homers and hit 150. So there's that. And then Johnny Lance hit 346. He's not going to get any better, though. So that's the news on that. Derek Sennett obviously fucking dominates. Hirschdeck, oh boy. Oh, that's not one of our guys. Gregory, Ferdy, all look about what I'd expect. They'll get better. I don't know where our other reliever is. Willie Steffen didn't do anything. So, yeah, let's just advance to the regular season. See who got kept and who got sent down. They want to put Gwen in right field, I guess. No, I don't want you to. Good news, we have 7 dudes on the roster that we drafted, so that's pretty cool. We're doing the thing. They want Cordova to DH. No. I want Johnny Lance in there. I just want our best 7 on the field. I mean, well, best 7 might be a stretch, but you know what I mean. We're missing a center fielder, Thomas Gwynn. They're going to hit 1 through 7. I don't really care. So, yeah, that's the lineup to start. They called Jim Clark up to AAA. No, we're not doing that. Jim Clark is going to stay in AA. I don't care if he's our best overall player. He is staying in AA. He did not play super duper well in AA last year, so another year in AA should do him good. We don't have any other outfielders other than Brian Byers, so we need outfielders like crazy. Jonas Perry. Honestly, I'm just going to start him in single A and see how try and get him to develop as a hitter a little bit. Rich Herron, sure, you can be in AA. Andrew Chin's going to DH in AA. Orlando Valentine is going to stay in AA and hopefully do good things. Fordyce, AA. Dave Lincoln stays in AA. McNally and Herrera stay in AA. We got our 1, 2, 3, 4 pitchers and a partridge in a pear tree. Ken Hines, he can go to AAA. I think he can do okay. Caldwell, Page, and Lewis stay in single A. So now let's go fix some rotations and lineups. It's all relievers. Did I just kick somebody out of my rotation? No, we just need one more. So we should probably go sign some starters. Ken Hines is gonna be the ace for the AAA team, and then single A is this shitbag team. Or excuse me, this is the MLB team. My bad. Still not good. Ferdy, I guess, is closing. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. We need to go sign a couple of free agent starters. That should be fine enough. And I think they put them all in AAA. I want Johnny Lewis to sit in single A for another year. Like Page probably could get away with being in AA. Caldwell probably could, but we'll just let them live their best life in Double A. We have four starters and yeah, fuck it, whatever. Page Caldwell. Caldwell has a lower potential, so we'll just put him there. We'll let him get fried. We have entirely too many pitchers in we have 13 in AAA. At 11. We'll just send our reliever down. It's not going to hurt anything. We have a lot of relievers in single A, apparently. I don't know. I do not know. Who's a position player we can send down to? Yep. Lineups. This is AAA. So our AAA team got pretty well picked clean, which is good. So obviously that means we're moving people up and out. And Double A does not look that bad. Orlando Valentine plays third base. David Lincoln stays there. Shortstop is going to be Heron. Andrew Chin. DH. Wherever the fuck that's at. Down here. DH. Left field, Jim Clark. He leads off. And Richard Fordyce needs a spot as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in AAA that we drafted. Or this is AA, excuse me. Don't mind me. I can't talk. Left field, Jim Clark. Josh Washington for Andrew Chin. Rich Heron for Randy DeJesus. William Cho for Richard Fordyce. Orlando Valentine. DH. Just kidding. He can feel a little better. Doesn't have quite as strong an arm, but, you know. Good deal. Rotations pretty well set. Tukey Toussaint there. Yep. Bo Ferguson. Johnny Acosta is not somebody we drafted. And Chris Caldwell is. He might get shelled, but, you know, that's part of the game, brother. Ken Hines is going to shine in Double A, and he will be joining Derek Sennett very shortly. Honestly, he probably could already, but we're not going to do that quite yet. Scouts. Looks like we have the... Oh, we lost one of our scouts, so we needed a discovery person. Super high discovery. 94 is pretty good. Oh, no, I lied. That's our pitcher scout discovery, and then our position player scout. We're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're good. Derek Sennett does not get the win. Theo Furty does, which means he must have almost blown the save. Furty is our closer. Sennett goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs, or gives up 3 runs, 2 of them earned. Gregory shuts it down. Rice did pretty good. I don't know who that is. He's not really one of our players. But then Furty comes in and ends up with the W. Eli Hernandez goes yard in his MLB debut. He also makes an error. Belcher goes over. So Clinton Cordova also goes over, and he strikes out 3 times. Great. It's going to be a great season. Got a bunch of young guys developing. So we're 4-4 to start. We're 500. Okay. All right. It's a thing. This is our position player scout, so we'll just we do have the number 1 overall pick. I don't know if it's going to be Jeb Mason. Dennis Joyce looks pretty good. Dave Sykes looks like he could be pretty good. Cliff Koufax looks solid. Ooh, maybe a generational player in Dante Hoyer. Although the fielding stuff kind of gives me not generational vibes. Nixon McKenna looks really good. Jensen Cuevas looks exactly like homeboy we drafted last year. Victor Gonzalez looks pretty good. We'll start out by scouting Victor Gonzalez. This is our Discovery Scout. Have you discovered some outfielders and starting pitchers? We'll just start in the West like we always do. No, I didn't want to play our next game. Didn't discover any outfielders in the West. Come down to earth a little bit. Victor Gonzalez still looks pretty decent. I don't want to really spend any more time on him though, since he didn't jump up drastically. Catcher kind of is a position we're looking to fill. Yeah, look at that. Best player in the draft is Jeb Mason. And that's probably who we'll end up taking, if I had to guess. Unless we can find a generational player. Because we have not seen one yet in this save. It's not going to be Ruben Cleary, although he does look like he could be pretty sick. We'll look at Dante Hoyer. We'll see what they say about Dante Hoyer. After our hot start, we have not won many games, by the way. Dante Hoyer fell down a little bit, but not too badly. And not anything good there. Yeah, Dante Hoyer is not what we thought he was going to be. Unfortunately. I was hoping he would be, honestly. We discovered 4 infield prospects. And they're all first basemen. Interestingly enough. No, they're not all first basemen. They might as well have all been first basemen. We'll look at Freddie Snyder. I'm intrigued. He looks like he could be pretty decent, but not going to be much better than decent. He's just going to be decent. Damn. I was hoping for much better than that. That's not very good. Desmond Crosby. Interesting. Or Darren Crosby. He's going to be pretty close to his potential. He's going to be a really good hitter right out of the box. Crosby's probably somebody we need to take. And that's bold. Because he could just not be there in the second round. We didn't get a comp pick like I was hoping we would either, which sucks, but... yeah, we'll just try and discover another catcher, and if we don't, we don't. We did not, so I'm gonna finish scouting Victor Gonzalez. Cliff Koufax looks like he's pretty good, but maybe not the best. We'll look at Nixon McKenna. Oh. I've not been on my game scouting starting pitching. Victor Gonzalez actually looks pretty good. Man, it's tough. Do we go after him? Do we go after Jeb Mason? We need outfielders. We do kind of need catchers. I don't fucking know, man. Let's go see. Jim Clark is disappointing me yet again. He's just not doing what I thought he would do. So maybe I don't know. Maybe send him down to single A, try to recover some stats. Fordyce going to single A. Chin is bopping. He's going to hit homers. He's just going to stay at double A. Lincoln is doing good. He's a good contact hitter. I don't think we have anybody. Casto at triple A, who's just a bopper. He's just going to hit homers. But Clark and Fordyce are going down. Not tanking a career here. So... we'll just let them go down and kind of chill out for a little bit. I don't know. Bigs wise, Nathaniel Holtz hitting 244 with 8 homers as a leadoff hitter. Eli Hernandez is hitting 282 with 7 homers. I mean, they are just the same. Hernandez is slightly better. Has better on base percentage. Hernandez is going to hit leadoff. I feel like I always get those two confused. Belcher, thank you. He just wanted to be in the bigs. 17 homers, 260 average. That's good. Cordova, 227 with 9 homers. We're going to live with that. Lance, 249 with 3 homers. I can live with that. He's going to play pretty solid defense. He's not going to get any better, so might as well just leave him there. And then Glenn just does whatever he wants to because he got called up early. Miguel Rivas has 10 homers. He is 2 away from tying his career high. He's already got tied a career high in RBI. He's just not hitting for average, but I would say he's probably doing pretty good defensively. Fielding a percentage of 1,000. He might win a Gold Glove. I don't know, but that's why he's there, is to play defense. Orlando Valentine's the one guy I didn't look at. He's hitting 243 with 5 homers. He's 22. He's Rule 5 eligible next year, I think. That sounds right. Rich Herron's here. He's hitting 223 with 3 homers. So, yeah, I can't complain there. Philip Ferguson is 0-7 in 14 starts, probably giving up. Yeah, I mean, he's got 11 quality starts. Again, that's 6 innings and like less than 3 runs. Yeah, he's just getting sold because the team does not score runs. Caldwell is doing whatever. He's just here. Ken Hines is killing it in AAA. He's probably pretty close to a commotion. Well, he's causing a commotion in AAA. He's probably really close to a promotion. And because of that, we will just add him to the 40 man. And when it comes time to do call ups, he's going up. Johnny Lewis is a 65. He's got 49 walks per 9. I mean, Greg Page. We'll call Johnny Lewis up to Double A and see what he can do. He can't be that bad, right? So we got 4 guys in Double A doing their thing. And we are winning games in the big leagues. Nixon McKenna is not good. Dennis Joyce is good. I'm disappointed we have not found a generational 18-year-old player yet. We'll just fucking scout Ruben Cleary for the hell of it. We're getting kind of the point where we need some people to come up and make an impact. Like we could use a generational Jesus. We could use a generational player to come up and kickstart us a little bit. Our bullpen must be pretty good. That's the only reason that makes sense that we're doing this well right now. Hernandez, well, and we switched Hernandez and Holt. Holt a little more power than Hernandez, but Hernandez a 285 average, killing it with a 342 on base percentage. He's slugging 421. I mean 463 OPS. That's pretty stout for a rookie. I mean, we have 3 guys going for Rookie of the Year. Belcher continues to hit homers. He's got 19. He has an 837 OPS, so 1.4 WAR. He's made 8 errors. I'm not too concerned about that. We're just gonna let this ride. Actually, no, we're not, because I don't want to scout Jeffrey Hansen. Johnny Bond looks like he could be pretty solid. He plays good defense, got a strong arm. I mean, we really, really need outfielders. Brian McCann. No, never heard of that guy before. Yeah, we're winning games. Oh, Seaver's not really. Jeb Mason, probably that dude. David DeJesus. Pitches now, apparently. Jose Peralta. Second round guy, maybe. Maybe Victor Gonzalez at catcher. I think I want to. Darren Crosby, second rounder, hopefully. Jensen Cuevas. Probably should have finished scouting him. He looks pretty sick. Never scouted Cy Parra. This is the year where we're gonna miss on a generational player, and I just kind of have accepted it. I never scouted Tony. Never came back to scout Tony Outlaw. He's a really good defender. Be able to hit a little bit, but Cisneros, no, not really a fan of him. Dante Hoyer, never really panned out. The potential's too low. Yeah, Jeb Mason, best player in the draft. He's fast and he's the second best player in the draft, excuse me. Probably going to have 87, 88 potential. Don't really know. I mean, we need outfielders, like to the point where it's like I probably should just take him or Joyce. I think Joyce a little bit better potential wise. I would probably take Dennis Joyce at 1. 2 years younger. Looks like he could be a fair amount better. Dennis Joyce, probably that guy. But I'm torn because I really want Victor Gonzalez. Who I don't think he's generational, but he may be. And that may be enough to take him at 1. But I don't know. I mean, our catching is kind of set. We need outfield. So Dennis Joyce is who we're gonna take at 1. We'll look through the pitchers when we get there. I'm gonna be really upset when Homeboy is generational. But we're going to go with Dennis Joyce. Jose Benitez goes second overall. And Corey Seibers. Victor Gonzalez went 7 to the Rangers, so we'll get to see Darren Crosby can play a little bit of outfield. Looks like he's got a pretty good arm, actually, so maybe we move him to the outfield. Potential is not going to be anything crazy, but I want somebody with blue walks per 9. This guy right here. Maybe. Yeah. Bruno Montanez. We'll take Sid Romero. Do we take Sid Romero or do we take Brandon Calzado? We probably will only get one of them. Calzado has the higher walks per 9. We're going with him. We did not scout him, obviously, but, you know. Got to take chances. Is there any outfielders worth taking? Don't look like it. I mean, we're pretty much going to get our... Add him to the draft queue because we found him. Para? Yeah. Even if they suck, I mean, as long as they have, I mean, if they suck overall wise, but they have good per 9s, you know, we can work with it. I think that's the end of the draft. So, not a bad one. Hopefully it, you know, turns out good. Let's go see who made the All-Star game for us. Peter Gregory made the All-Star game as a rookie. So did Theo Furty. So we got some good relievers. I was hoping Belcher would make it. Nathaniel Holt made it. Holy shit. We did not have any shortstops, and we're not going to have any outfielders. Nathaniel Holt made it as a DH, which, you know, I will take. So, Dennis Joyce. What does he want? Balance 9.9. He signs on the dotted line. Darren Crosby, did not like that we only offered him $1 million. Get over it. Same with Bruce Montanez. Budget be damned. I'm signing all of them. I don't care. 2-6. Bruno Montanez declines again. We'll get to find out a little bit about these relievers. Bruce Montanez signs. And we've got a hell of a bunch of relievers in here now. Calzado is actually kind of holding his potential rating there, so that gives me hope. And it's down to a 91 now, but, you know, we ball. I don't need relievers to have super high potential. I just need them to have good walks per 9. And we'll send him to the second. Obviously not going to trade anybody. We're 44 and 62. Robin Stout got traded. That was somebody we could have had a chance to draft. That's kind of funny. Stop. Okay. Well, at least we hit on our first one. Dennis Joyce is a 72 overall. Really good contact hitter. Really good fielder. Not the strongest arm, but he's going to play good defense. He's already better than the guy Gwynn in center. Crosby's only a 79. Probably just a bench player. Could DH for us, maybe. You know, Montanez, only a 77 potential. But, I mean, we just need arms at this point. George Reese down here, 76 potential. Parra ends up with a 68 potential, but has really high K per 9 and high walk per 9. So, a 68 overall reliever that can do that is pretty good. And Brandon Calzado ends up at 73 potential. I was hoping he would hold like in the 80s, but you know, fair play. Turnabout's fair play. So we have a pretty good class. Ruben Cleary we looked at is not great. I need to write this down so I can remember it. We'll get through the rest of the season, and then I'm probably going to end it here for today. But we're moving up in the world. We're winning baseball games. We're still drafting rather well. And I can't ask for much more than that. So let's see what we got. Matthew Boston was a 91. Potential closer. Sam Webb's an 88 potential pitcher. Jackson McDermott, probably. What region was he from? Central? So we'd have had a good read on him. I did not look at the pitchers. I took position players because obviously you can find good pitchers down the board. Alberto Silva is a 58 overall with 91 potential. That would have been kind of nice to have. For a 58 overall, he looks really damn good. He looks a lot like some 70s and shit. So Cliff Koufax is an 80 potential. William Adams had 94 potential at a 53 overall. He's just a project, though. Victor Gonzalez, 87 potential. That's what I was worried about. 67 overall. He's really good. but I mean, we have catchers. So it was more of a we need somebody to help us get to the next level right now rather than a nice catcher. Hugh Bryant had 93 potential. Vince Tippett had 89. The Cubs barely signed anybody. They have a catcher with 89 potential. Enrique Mesa with 86 potential. And a reliever down the board with 87. Ahmad Doyle. Not great walks per nine. I probably would not have looked at him. Brad Ratliff had 91 potential at second base. Jeb Mason had 87. So he's a 68 overall with 87 potential. 68 with 87, 68 with 87, 68 with 87 versus a 72 with 86. I think we took the better player. David DeJesus had 89 potential and looks pretty good. Brian Ryu looks pretty good with 88 potential out of the pen. Corey Seavers, who went second overall, 94 potential. Yeah, kind of a miss. Nixon McKenna did not sign. Curious about his potential. Sawyer Rose has 87 potential. Chad Kroger has 78 potential. Jose Benitez has 90 potential at a 72 overall. So, I mean, there was 3 center fielders. They were all pretty good. Carlos Magana, 93 potential. Really good fielder already. So there was 3 center fielders. There's Benitez, Mason, and the guy we got, Dennis Joyce. I mean, Dennis Joyce is a really good contact hitter. Benitez has some more pop. He's a little faster, has a little more power to him. I don't know. I think I'd take Joyce still, knowing what I know. Mason, he's a contact hitter. He's not as good defensively. Joyce does not have the greatest arm, and that's really his only knock defensively. 90 fielding, 90 reaction. He's just not going to be able to throw anybody out, which I can live with. But he's going to hit the ball really well, and he's going to be a really good contact hitter, and he's going to play really good defense for us. I'm not going to complain about that one bit. Let's see. Are we in any statistic races? Ken Hines is still. I want to look at the PPI list. Okay, so Sennett, Belcher, and Hernandez are all on the prospect promotion incentive for the 2030 season. So maybe we'll get some extra draft picks from that. I doubt it. Jack Caglione in the All-Star race, along with Raffy Devers and Riley Green. The Red Sox are shit wreckers, apparently. They have Crochet, Connolly Early, and Bailey Ober. Ober always turns into a beast in MLB The Show. Giovanni Moran is leading the Reliever of the Year award, but look, right behind him is Theo Furtie. And then Trey Morgan is currently somehow beating out Adam Belcher and Nathaniel Holt for Rookie of the Year, which really will piss me off. He has a 2.8 WAR to a 1.5. Okay, I guess so, but at the same time, like, that's still fucking annoying. Homer Herstick. No, he lost potential, bro. He's been good. That's annoying. It's down to a 69. It's fine. Like, I could promise you that's what it is. We'll look at pitching rotation. Obviously, Derek Sennett is a dog. 317 with a 117 whip. Herstick's been good as a long reliever. Gregory's been really good. Obviously, he was an all-star. Willie Steffen's been kind of mid. And then Theo Furty's been solid. Ken Hines is 2-7 at AAA with a 3.57 ERA and a 124 whip, but he's getting to be really good, so he's just going to get called up. DeMarcus Bowe and Philip Ferguson, both on the fast track to AAA, and they probably could get called up like now. They're both 71 overalls, 73 walk per nine. For Ferguson, Bowe is just very balanced. He's almost got a 60, so he'll probably actually just stay in AA for the rest of the year, but Ferguson is coming up to AAA when we make our September call-ups in, later this month. So we'll just see what happens. We're going to win 60 games, I think. Got to fix the 28-man roster. And this is where Ken Hines is going to make his MLB debut. And Philip Ferguson is going to replace him in AAA. And maybe, just maybe, Caldwell hasn't been bad. We'll leave Greg Page in single A for a little bit longer. I need pitching rotation. Ken Hines is going to slide into the 5 spot. And Ferguson is going to slide right into the ace role in AAA. And we need to call up one more player. Terrence McNally's been bad. Peter Herrera is just he's going to get called up to AA. We'll see what he can do. You know what? We're going to reward David Lincoln for his 702 OPS and below replacement level play. Never mind. I was going to say by calling him up, but now we can. He's going straight from AA to the bigs. We need to have some conversations about some people, though. Orlando Valentine just keeps getting better and better slowly. He may, I kind of want to try him at AAA again for a couple weeks. Chin just hits nukes. Jonas Perry is up to his 70. He can go play AA. Jim Clark, we can try him back at AA. Starting to irritate me, though, so Jonas Perry to AA as well. Yeah, I think we're good. I think that's just going to be fine for now. Brian Byers continues to do Brian Byers things in AA. He's just a lifer in AA, and that's going to be okay. No changes needed here offensively. We need to make changes offensively here, though. What position is that? First base. Washington can play first base. Peter Herrera is going to take over catching for Terrence McNally for the end of the season. I keep trying to call him McAnally, and that's not right. And Jonas Perry is going to play shortstop. And I want him to hit leadoff, actually, instead of Jim Clark. Maybe Jim Clark's problem wasn't that he can't be a leadoff hitter. It's just he can't hit. He can't hit first in the lineup. So we'll give this a try. We'll see how that goes. 15 and a half games back. They're not going to do shit anyways. We need to fix their rotation. Orlando Valentine, I really want to call up to AAA. I'll wait till he's I'll probably do it next season if he can get to like a 65, 66 overall. Maybe even a 6'7" overall. Yeah, no, fuck that. That was dumb. Did I not just call somebody up to AA to pitch? No, I didn't. Okay, well, I thought I did. Johnny Lewis is here, doing good. 11 starts, 8 quality starts. Yeah, you really can't complain with that. There's like, what, 2 weeks left? Yeah. The Knights have 3.5 weeks left. Do we pull the trigger and just send Valentine up to AAA again for the last month of the year? I want to really bad. 'Cause I like Orlando. He's going to AAA. We'll see what he can do. I mean, worst comes to worst, he sucks, but best comes to best, he plays an extra month of baseball and plays that extra month of baseball well. And then we need a third baseman here, and it'll be Rich Herron. I didn't even look to see if there was any two-way players in the draft this time, damn it. I forgot. Casto hit 172, hit a bunch of homers again. 12 homers. I think that's his second year in the bigs. Or in AAA. Hey, Orlando Valentine raked for the half a month he was up. Maybe he starts in AAA next year. I mean, had 69 at bats, which is nice. Hit 3 homers, 10 RBIs, struck out 13 times. Had a 775 OPS, and he was worth half a game of WAR. So I'm okay with that. Jonas Perry, I need to set his. I don't know if I set his training or not, but he needs to work on contact. No, he's working on bunting drills because that's fucking genius. I want Eli to work on weight room. Andrew Chin, yeah, that's going to be his best bet right there. I need to start remembering to do this at the beginning of the season. Jim Clark, he's going to hit at some point. He's too good not to. I refuse to think he's not going to hit. He hit 206. He hit 222 in his 10 most recent games, and he had a homer, so I don't know. Maybe another year at Double A. Maybe he's too good for Double A, kind of like we saw with Belcher, where he just kind of sucked. And then we moved him up, and he friggin' hit nukes. Rotation-wise, DeMarcus Bowe was pretty good. 352 ERA, 128 whip. Johnny Lewis had a 137 whip and a 302 ERA. And then Chris Caldwell had a 122 and a 338. So Philip Ferguson got a little nuked at AAA. That's fine. He'll be okay. He'll bounce back. And then we already looked up the lineup for that. Yeah, I think maybe we try and sneak one more season in. I'm kind of excited. And we'll look at the majors here at the end of this week. We won 2 more games. We won 61 games for the first time in a while. I don't remember the last time my security went up to a D. So we doubled our win total almost from a year ago. Or yeah, we won. Oh, we won a handful more games, quite a few more games. That's good. That is really good. It's really nice to see. We had a league leader. Derek Sennett pitched the most innings, and then Nathaniel Holt led the league in doubles with 49. It's coming together, slowly but surely. We didn't win an award, which means we got beat out for Rookie of the Year again. Your MVP is going to be Rafael Devers with 44 homers. Garrett Crochet wins, makes it a three-peat and 2 of the last 3 for him for Cy Young. Devers' batting title. Giovanni Moran wins reliever of the year. Our guy fell out of it. Belcher hit 3 more homers than Trey Morgan, but Trey Morgan wins Rookie of the Year. He had 7 more RBIs and a better average. It just kind of sucks. I would have liked for Adam Belcher to win it. It would have been nice. 26 homers is pretty good. A 786 OPS. Made 15 errors and was good for, almost 2 WAR. Nathaniel Holt finishes in second. Hit 20 homers. Hit 280 with 20 homers. 817 OPS. He just DH'd and he had 3.4 WAR. So you're telling me where it at? 4.3 WAR. Okay, well, whatever. Trey Morgan, Rookie of the Year. We got snubbed. Termarr Johnson wins it in the NL in kind of a weak year. We could have won it if we were an NL team. Hoyt Sanderson is a beast. Called up, already an 87 overall. Wilyer Abreu wins the batting title. The Miz, Jacob Mizorowski wins Cy Young. Luke Keyshaw wins MVP over Shohei. Okay. Well, interesting. That's cool. Eli Hernandez hits 281 with 10 homers, hitting leadoff. Nathaniel Holt hits 281 with 20 homers. I mean, they're basically the same player. It's so funny to me how similar these two guys are. And I understand that's why I drafted them, because they're very similar. Belcher, 267, 26 homers, 79 RBIs. I mean, he was pretty good. I really can't complain. He's a switch hitter too, so he gives us some some flexibility. Clifton Cordova hits 19 homers. Johnny Lance hits 252 and 8 homers. Thomas Gwynn hits 25 homers for a career high by 4. Miguel Rivas hits 215 and 19 homers. That's pretty good. And Sennett is the only guy in the big league road. Oh no, Ken Hines got called up for a cup of coffee. Had one quality start, had a 178 whip, 5 games pitched. The hits per 9 are a little low, but we're going to have to live with that. He's obviously not going to be Derek Sennett, and Derek Sennett is a fucking monster for a reason. Hines was a 5th round pick guy. He's 21. He's a year younger, and he was a lot worse coming out of the draft than Sennett was. So maybe we need to take another 1st round pitcher, is what I'm thinking. Standings wise, 61 wins was the worst in the league. So we got a chance at another first overall pick. Pedro Ayala, somebody we did not take. He's the 3rd baseman for the Red Sox. 82 potential, might be at the cap of his potential. Helps the Red Sox win a World Series. Johnny Acosta, we lose quite a few people. Pitchers we just picked up, but we're starting to get in the groove. We're starting to pick it up, so. Tender a bunch of contracts. You know what? I think I've been sitting here thinking about it. I think we're going to give Jim Clark a shot in AAA and see if it's just a competition level thing. And if it is and he pops off in AAA, I'll be pretty happy. But if he starts playing bad, I'll just send him back to AA and hopefully he figures his shit out. Can I just tell you guys how nice it was to do this off stream the other night? It feels like it takes so long. Oh my god, we still have a player random. What the fuck? I'm gonna make him an offer. I want to see. I'll just leave it. I don't feel like re-signing any of those guys. Valentine and Bo have to be added to the 40-man. So, DeMarcus Bo, welcome to the 40-man roster. And Orlando Valentine, welcome to the 40-man roster. I'm excited for Orlando. He probably just ends up being like a bench guy, but it's pretty fucking awesome if you ask me. And we're not gonna... I'm just going to offer ARB to all these guys. Try and get through the off season and get us ready for next season. Actually, I can do that off stream because I have to go cook dinner here soon. So, thank you guys for watching and for hanging out. We'll see where we pick in the draft. Augustine Ramirez signs with the Tigers. Luke Keyshaw wins the MVP and leaves New York immediately. Ooh, boy. Well, I better make sure that Ken Hines signed a 2-year deal for $780. Okay. Tyler Soderstrom. Go to the draft lottery. Let's see if we can get the number 1 overall pick. Oh. And we do. So we're going to go... No, we didn't have the first overall pick last year. We picked 5th. So first overall pick again next year. And that will be tomorrow. There may be Montana A&M football later. But yeah, I have to go cook some dinner now that it's not my birthday. And I have to get back to work. So... we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. We'll see you later, hopefully, for some Montana A&M football.